are we of interracial dating? That's what we're finding out today in our continuing series, Focus on Race. Now I want to talk about racism in the gay community. Does knowing what it's like to be discriminated against make you less likely to discriminate against others? My next guests say no. Here with me are Jimmy and Justin, and they've been in an interracial gay relationship for the past 3 years, and they say it hasn't been easy. So, Jimmy, what are the problems?
Well, let me tell you, Tyra. Me and my boyfriend, we've been together for 3 years now, okay? And every time we go to the club, doesn't matter which club it is, people give us, like, weird looks. Because I know what they're thinking. They're thinking that I am a potato queen.
A what?
A potato queen?
What's a potato queen?
Okay, well, a potato is yellow brown on the outside and the white on the inside, right? So basically, a potato queen is somebody who is, like a gold digger, who hates themselves, who are Asian. So basically, it's like a joke, and then they see him as a rice queen. And a rice queen...
What's a rice queen?
A rice queen is like an older, gay white man who is ugly and fat, and they are attracted to, like, people like... They're attracted to people like me because they, like, objectify me,
Oh, like Asian. Okay, so rice queen.
So rice queen, potato queen.
Okay. And what is this thing I hear? What is, I heard sticky rice queen?
Sticky rice is when... It's basically rice, like two Asians, sticky rice.
Okay. So you're not sticky rice?
I'm not sticky rice.
Okay.
I love my white men.
Justin, how's it been for you on your side?
Well, I work in a gay club on the weekends too in Sacramento. I'm a DJ, and like when I'm at work, a lot of the people that I work with, once they know that Jim's my boyfriend, I get a lot of the comments like rice queen or panda hugger or stuff like that.
Panda hugger.
Yeah.
All these words we're learning today that I did not know.
Yeah, and they make references to like, oh, has Jimmy gotten out of high school yet? Or you just like, oh, ignore Justin, he just likes the little Asian boys, like to make almost like a reference to pedophilia, which makes it feel like it's something wrong when it's actually not in that way.
It's interesting because the gay community, I would think because you guys are persecuted so much and, that wouldn't be, that you'd be like all together.
Right, because we're like, it's not easy being gay in the first place, right? And then to be marginalized again.
Again, so it's just like double.
Exactly, it's hard, and it's like we should be able to, understand each other and support one another.
Well, in our audience today, we have Andrew, and Andrew thinks that Jimmy needs a reality check. Andrew, where are you? Why don't you stand on up? So, Andrew, you are a gay male.
I am.
And what's your nationality?
I'm Chinese.
Chinese, okay. So what do you have to say to Jimmy?
I totally know where you're coming from. You talked about potato, rice queen. I was a total potato queen, like the white boys, blonde hair, tall guys, round eyes, love the round eyes. But, my professor, when I was in college, he had asked me one time, he asked me about who I was attracted to, and I told him I liked white guys, and he said, why do you hate yourself so much? And that came as a shock to me because I thought myself to be a really progressive person. I was doing all this activism, had a lot of friends who were Latino and black, but I began to think about it a lot. I thought back on everyone that I dated, and I'd never dated an Asian guy. They'd all been white, or most of them have been white.
So you felt like you were hating yourself?
The more I thought about it, the more I realized that I was ashamed of being Asian. I'd wake up in the morning and wish I had round eyes. When I was a kid, I used to even tape my eyelids so I would have the little fold. And, I want to ask you, Jimmy, I want to echo what my professor asked me. Why do you hate yourself?
Why do I hate myself?
Why do you hate yourself?
Oh, I don't hate myself. Why would you think that I hated myself? Just because I find, another ethnicity or race attractive has nothing reflected, to do with me.
But Jimmy, one thing you did tell my producers is that when you were growing up, you didn't feel so good about being Asian.
I didn't.
That you hated yourself.
Because I grew up in Ohio. And everybody was white, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I was the only Asian person, ethnic person. But then it wasn't more of because I was, didn't belong. It was more of that's what I realized I was attracted to, And then, I grew up and I found myself, and then it's like I don't hate, I'm so proud to be Asian American because it's not easy to be Asian American in the first place, And I know what it's like to, have Asian stereotypes against you. I'm so proud of being Asian. I speak my language, It has nothing to do with that. And it's like people like you think we are a joke, and it's not a joke because I love him so much, and it hurts. Like it does hurt because it's like you can only defend yourself so many times, where it just becomes like, okay, you know, what more do you want? You know? So it's, yeah. I mean,
Well, I wish you guys good luck. I really
Thank you.
do. Thanks for sharing your story.
thank you.
Yeah, and I
Having
see
us
that
on
you're
here.
passionate. I see that you're passionate about that. And I respect both of you guys' opinions. I respect your opinion, too. I do. We'll be right back.